All right, guys. Got a couple of things on my mind here this morning. One of the things I want to talk about is about this debate regarding Aretha Franklin and the two movies that are out. I've already seen the one, and I had questions about why the other one hadn't come out. But it is coming, from my understanding. Let's talk about it right quick, shall we? This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf Live, of course, as always. And let's turn that music off real quick. That's just a bump a minute. Anyway, I watched the made-for-TV movie on, of all places, National Geographic regarding the Aretha Franklin biopic called Genius, Aretha. Of course, Cynthia Erivo, I think, is it name Erivo? Anyway, Cynthia Erivo, the actress, probably mispronounced her name, had lead on this film. Don't get me wrong, she is a brilliant actress. I have to give her credit where credit's due. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if she actually sang the music or sang Aretha songs in the made-for-TV biopic, but her voice was pretty much a dead ringer for Aretha Franklin, especially younger Aretha Franklin, because I grew up watching Aretha Franklin from the time I was about 4 years old, 3-4 years old, and when she hit her stride, I myself was totally unaware that Aretha Franklin had been putting out records a decade before she became a hit maker. She started out doing gospel music at the age of 13, 14 years old and started recording for a number of years, and then she went to jazz. And after she had a very unsuccessful string of records that didn't turn out much success, she decided to go another direction and eventually left Columbia for Atlantic, where her fortune turned out much better. Now, my thing is, I still don't understand why MGM had put out a movie called Respect that was starring my girl Jennifer Hudson to play the Aretha Franklin role. Matter of fact, Aretha Franklin on video, shortly before she died, had said that she had requested for Jennifer Hudson to play her in the lead role of her biopic on her life. She publicly said that. I heard her say it. Her family, from a video I saw this morning, endorsed it. Okay? With open arms. So about maybe last summer, maybe before that, sometime last year, I remember seeing a preview of it. And this was before I knew about the Cynthia Erivo version. And they showed a couple of scenes from it. The Jennifer Hudson version of Aretha Franklin called Respect. Now, I didn't see all of it, but of course they show you snippets of it. And I'm going to tell you, I think Jennifer Hudson probably will nail it. Although I will admit, the Cynthia Erivo version it's not a bad movie. It's not. They said there were some inaccuracies in it, in the Genius Aretha biopic that I saw recently. I don't really think there was a whole lot. There may have been a couple of them. I think the one that they were trying to insinuate that Dr. King was trying to hit on her. Although that might not have been entirely false. Because Dr. King, according to published reports, knew that he had a couple of affairs. At least that was reported, that he had a couple of affairs behind his wife Coretta's back. And like I said, I'm just going by what was said in the media. I can't confirm or deny that. But the one thing, and I'm like, why did they say that? You know, was it proven to be true or not? I don't know. The other reason why I didn't I have a problem with them with the TV version of the Aretha Franklin biopic was that Cynthia Erivo had made some nasty, disparaging comments about African Americans when her film Harriet came out, and that's another story. I think I've talked about that, where she played Harriet Tubman. Okay, Cynthia Erivo is British national. Okay, and she made some disparaging remarks about African Americans last year, referring to African Americans as animals. In the interview she had, yes, she gets to play iconic African American women who strive. Like I was saying, Cynthia Erivo is a great actress. She really is. You have to give her credit where credit due. But I'm thinking, if Aretha Franklin said publicly that she wanted Jennifer Hudson to play the role, and National Geographic folks did not take the time to speak with any of her family members, as reported by her family members, or even consulted with her family members about doing their version of the movie, you know something ain't right. Bottom line is, I think personally, if anything, you should have waited until that came out. But the irony is, they delayed the film back 3 times already. It was supposed to be out last fall. It was supposed to be out it's supposed to be out prior to that, late last summer. And then it was supposed to be out in December. And then I heard it got delayed to February, so that's about 4 times. And now I heard it's going to be out in August. So I'm hoping it's out sooner than later. I love to see it. I've been a big fan of Jennifer Hudson. I followed her career from day one on American Idol. And when she got the Oscar on Dreamgirls, which I knew she well deserved it. And I don't know. I just think that sometimes Hollywood play a lot of politics when it comes to films based on people's true life stories. And they want to manipulate it to their satisfaction, not for factual purposes. You know? And I think it would serve a disservice, well, it already has, that they actually had got Cynthia Erivo to play the role before they actually got the big screen adaptation out. That Jennifer Hudson was asked to play by Aretha Franklin herself. You know? I've always been a fan of Aretha Franklin as long as I can remember. Happened to be about 3 years old when she started cranking out them hits for Atlantic. And I used to dance to them and sing to them myself as a young child. You know, that was my girl. I wasn't familiar with Tammy Terrell, wasn't familiar with Gladys Knight at the time. The only one my first memory of any female singer has always been Aretha Franklin. In my vivid memory as a young child, that was the one. She was the go-to for me. You know. And the thing of it is, a lot of stuff came out in the biography. Some of it may not have been true, but a lot of it was. For those of you who have not seen it, I'm not going to spoil it this time. If you want to see it, that's fine. If you don't, let's wait till the movie come out. But some of it I already knew for decades. I heard stuff about her and her father for years and years and years. So, but hopefully, the Jennifer Hudson film will give her some real justice. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's supposed to be out in August. So, we'll see. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got for right now. I do have another story I want to talk about. But for right now, I'm out.